Nixon. This is a review of your lesson from September 4th of 2020. And first we'll get on to the Gde Triplets. And we talked about how you're definitely doing a nice job of them fast. We also want you to be able to control them at a slower speed. So to make an exercise out of that, to incorporate both the slow and the fast, I would like you to do 3 sets of Gde triplets at a slow tempo, then 3 sets at a medium tempo, and then 3 sets at a fast tempo. You get to pick what slow, medium, and fast is. I'm going to demonstrate it here so that you can get an idea of what I'm talking about. I'm not going to stop and tell you when I'm switching to the medium and the fast. You should be able to tell. So here we go. We're going to start with slow, and it's going to be pretty slow. So that gives you an idea of what to do. You're definitely welcome to do it on your own or practice with the recording. Either way. The next thing we reviewed was the scale, completely going from low G up to high A, back down to low G. And we want to have that nice and controlled. I'm going to do it here on the recording, and I would like you to play along. And when you do this, make sure your low hand is ready. All the fingers are covering the holes, that the pinky finger on the right hand is actually able to cover the bottom hole to make your low G. Get all that ready. Here we go. 1, 2. The challenge on that is to make sure that the transitions between D and E are clean and confident, and that you don't have to slow down to do them. If you're finding that you need to slow down to make those transitions, you need to, well, stop the video, practice going from D to E. Do that on your own, and then go ahead and try the scale again. You should be playing this scale 3 times a day, 3 times per practice session. The next thing we did was what I call the Siren Exercise, where you go from low A to E repeatedly. But this time, and also from low A to F, but this time I want you to do it with the metronome. I need you to play this at a regular metered tempo so that you have control. So what I'm going to do, we did this at the lesson. I'm going to set the metronome at 62 beats per minute. You can hear that in the background. I'm going to give a count just of a ready 1, 2, and then on the next beat we start. And we'll start on low A, go to E. We'll do 4 sets of those. So ready, 1, 2. We're going to do the same thing from low A to F. Same idea. So, ready? 1, 2. Let's do that again. From E, Siren Exercise. Ready? 1, 2. Now from F. Ready? 1, 2. The next thing that we can do is we can challenge the fingers, once you've gained control at 62 beats per minute, is to increase the tempo a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and increase this to 65 beats per minute. Same thing. We'll do the E, low A to E Siren Exercise. Ready? 1, 2. F. Ready? 1, 2. one of the things you want to watch for is when you go from low A to F, that you're not getting an unintended E in between like this. We don't want that. We want to have a clean transition to F. And the way you do that is you lead ever so slightly with the F finger. Lift it up just a teensy bit before you lift up this finger. And you'll never get that sound. That's in slow motion to show you what you're doing. So you need to do that on your own. Get a clean transition to F. The last thing we worked on was the tune Mary Had a Little Lamb. And we're making sure that the G grace note transitions are proper. So you may recall that when you read the music, you're reading from left to right, like we read a book. And you want to make sure that G grace note is before the note, the melody note, okay? So we'll do Mary Had a Little Lamb here. And if you're not comfortable playing it with me on the recording, that's fine. You can listen and then stop the recording and do it on your own. So 1, 2. That's the first line. One thing you'll want to watch out for is when you're going from the Gde triplets, from starting Gde triplets. For example, we get to here. So here we are on B, and we're about to do a Gde triplet to C. We're on B, we do the G grace note up to C. That's the G of your triplet, and then D, E. So it goes. And then when you go down from C to the B triplet, so take a look at that in the music, listen to the recording, and have fun.